Hey guys, it's Ken Scott back at you with another exciting episode of the Denied Entry to USA show. A show that's for you and only you and no one else. Anyway, like I said, Ken Scott. I thought I'd do a quick show today or episode, what matter, because there's some things that came up that should be addressed. I got a call today. A guy was asking about doing a waiver. Well, I got a couple of calls today, or quite a few. But a guy, anyway, the point is, the guy was asking about redoing his waiver, and he said renewal. And what I told him is the fact that there's no such thing as a renewal. Each waiver that's done is always a new case, and CBP assigns it to a new adjudicating officer who may render a different decision. So just because you had 5 waivers approved in the past, there's no 100% guarantee you're going to get a 6th one approved. So just to let you guys know that. But the danger about that, the reason why I'm bringing it up, because this guy called it a discount waiver company, and they tried to sell him a quick renewal. He knew it was BS, so he called us. So he's going to go with us. And he's just got a drug-related offense, which is fine, whatever. So, but I reiterated to him that each case is always a new case. There's no such thing as a quote-unquote renewal. And Batman's pardons and waivers will always tell you things like that. Anyway, just to suck any, amount of money they can from you. You guys got to be aware of any of these companies that have the name pardon in their title, in terms of what they do. Because you guys, well, a lot of you guys already know, but they have a bad habit of doing things that get you denied and sucking your money dry and giving you the, oh, sorry about that. If that happens, then you guys know who to blame, and it's not them. But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to emphasize that every waiver application is always a new case. Whether you've had 5 waivers or 5,000, it's always new. A new officer, a new adjudicator, everything. So you guys really got to be aware of that. And you got to get this renewal thing out of your mind, because there's no such thing as a renewal. So, I mean, I tell people that all the time when they call, and they understand. So, but there are some bad habits out there you guys need to be aware of. And it's not really the fault of the people, because they just don't know. It's, it's these companies that try to get a quick buck and suck whatever dollars they can from you. They try to do it to another girl and get her money from her, and she didn't even need a waiver. She had a drug-related offense where she was not convicted. They tried to get her to do a waiver, and I said, you don't even need this waiver. So we went over yada yada, and she's fine, et cetera, et cetera. And I get calls from people on my online, chat group, and apparently I didn't realize. Well, I knew it, but I didn't know it to this point, that we have such a really large following amongst the members. They really like the content we put out. They like my guys. I guess they like me. They like the locations that they attended. All of those are, most of the BC ones. So, I mean, I could say, that's great. But I just have to point out, the dangers of you guys got to understand the fact that eventually these borders are going to reopen, and then you may or may not need a waiver to cross over. You really got to be careful who you hire. Another gentleman reached out. He used a Batman's pardon the waiver type company, got denied. So long story short, this made a deal. We're going to, sort him out with his cases. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details or whatever, because it's boring in all honesty. Sometimes this work can actually be really dry, I'll be honest, but it is what it is. You got to do it. We've been in this business at least 20 plus years, so I'm not going to bore you guys with my profile. You can go to our website and just read up on me. That's Lord Ken Scott. There's a reason why I have the title of Lord, so you can check out why in there. So even on Booking.com, when I book hotels or places, wherever, like Calgary, whatever, comes up as Lord, and the clerks sometimes kind of they're shocked when they see that. So okay. But one thing I want to show you guys is the reason why we're so effective at what we do is we have a lot of tools at our disposal that we use to get you cleared. Now, we've got the same tools and training that the high-end immigration law firms possess. And you guys already know why we had that, because I've talked about that quite a bit online. So basically, it's my affiliation. But we've got the same training, if not more. And what can I say? The competitors don't have it. I actually did a video right before this, and I was showing you guys some of the tools we have, but I accidentally showed the name of one of the training tools. So that video was about half hour at that time, but when I made that mistake, I said, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna start it, redo the video, and that's what I'm doing now. So this is my second one. And this book that I have in front of me is the reason why I had to redo this. So let me see if I can get this right this time. Oh man, how will I do this? Let's see. You know what? I'm not even gonna risk this book. Maybe I can get away with this one. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just raising it slowly to see how it looks. How will I do this? Anyway, that's one of the books that we use. And this book, along with this other one here, maybe I can try it that way. Let's see. I'll do it like that. I can do this. Oh, fan's blowing the page. Yeah, it's all right. Anyway, so you guys get the picture of the book. That one is the holy grail, almost the holy grail of getting these cases cleared. Same with this one. This one's also critically important. Yeah, you know what? Hey, I can show you this one because they can't reverse engineer this. It's another one we use. And it's unfortunate I can't really show you guys the full cover, the names and everything, because these discount waiver companies, they keep trying to reverse engineer these videos and make money off of us. And in the other video, I had said that two of these companies in Ontario, they've got, how can I say it? They've got people working for them that are, I will say, good friends of mine, so to speak. And I get a lot of on-site intel. So apparently, about 6 weeks ago, they had a meeting, and amongst other things, I came up and they said the a-hole on the West Coast with the September letter, which is me. And the individual or individuals at that meeting that, were in attendance, they tried to keep a straight face. And they told me what was said. So, okay, all right. So I've taken steps in order to ensure that what they proposed in that meeting won't take place, which is why I'm trying to watch how I show material in the videos now. Because I was told that they reverse engineer, well, sorry, not reverse engineer, they watch the videos to try to glean info. And one of the things that frustrates them is the fact that apparently they said the a-hole won't really show us anything in there, so it's hard. So, and they've also sent 2 spies to try to glean info from us. Actually 3. But I won't go into that. Unless you guys want to know about it. One came from the Mellow Fellow. He sent the spy. You guys don't know who the Mellow Fellow is, but I know. And all I would say to that is I didn't know he had any friends who were of Portuguese descent, and I will leave it at that. Anyway, so this book is fine. I can show you guys. This is one of the books we use because there's things in here that tie into criminal law. Just looking through it, you won't really know where to look or what section, but trust me, it helps. Modern criminal law, Wing Lefebvre. I don't mind showing that one. We use that one as well. Now, mind you, we use many more than what I'm showing. I'm only showing you a small sample. We use this one also. Law office management for paralegals. I don't mind showing that. The one here I'm pointing at, I won't show that one. Let's see. That one, another one I'm looking at, I had on the floor. I definitely will not show that one. Because the one I'm looking at on the floor, that one, along with the inserts from CBP, how they adjudicate cases and decide if they're going to approve you, those two items is one of the bigger things we use to make sure you get cleared. I'm definitely not showing that one. But I will show you this one. This is a big sucker to pick up too. Oh. It's falling apart. The administrator, she's fired. What she does is talk about prices. Yeah, it's dreadfully awful, I know. But this one, Homeland Security Manual Volume 2, put that down there. And then this one, Homeland Security Manual Volume 1. So these have items in here that basically you cannot find online, that we have paper copies and backup copies put away for the future, if need be. So it's a lot of little things you have to know about these cases that these competitors don't know, that basically we just have to go to one of these books, especially the manuals, dig it out, and then we can use that to basically get your case cleared. Because like I said before, we have the actual adjudication sheets that CBP uses in order to decide whether to approve your waiver or not. So that combined with some of the tools I've shown you here and others I'm looking at right now over there, this is the reason why we have the 99% success rate. And I'll be honest, it's a lot of work maintaining that success rate. It takes a lot of time because you have to know client management. You have to know, not really, I guess finances to a degree. You have to know people. You got to one of the biggest things in this business, you got to have street smarts. And a lot of Batman's partners of waiver companies, they don't have any street smarts because these guys, I won't even say they grew up in a gated community. They grew up in places like Hamilton, Ontario, or places, now let's pick on Hamilton, or Richmond Hill. And they don't really have any street smarts or legal smarts. They just existed. So they say, oh, there's a waiver application. So they just fill out a form and say, okay, it's done. No. On those forms, and you see the other videos that we've done, on those forms, they ask certain questions. You have to know how to answer them because you need to know what CBP is looking for regarding the answers. There's also different statutes and regulations you have to be aware of with the American government. You have to know where to obtain the material. You have to know how to interpret the material. You have to know how to apply the principles of the material. And then that's how you get the person cleared. It's not just filling out a form, because a chimpanzee can fill out a form. So it's not about that. It's about having the knowledge and the experience and knowing how to make it happen. You also have to know about people. See, me, it's different because the various places I lived around the world and grew up, I had a chance to see the street side of things and the professional side of things. So I combine those two things together, and that's why we're such a great success. And my friends on my online chat group, they really appreciate us. Thank you for your support. Appreciate, the calls. Like I said, I got quite a few today, which I was surprised, and quite a few last week. So apparently we have a great online following, which I was not aware of to this degree. So I said, oh, okay. So, and honestly, guys, you get what you pay for, right? If you pay for cheap, you get cheap service. If you want cheap prices that you would find if you shop at certain stores, that's what you're going to get. I mean, bottom line. So some people understand. The people who know the street game, they understand it. They have no problem with it. But the people who don't understand this kind of stuff don't have the street game, and they're the ones who they care more about price than anything. I mean, price is F all. Price is nothing. Because even if you have a cheap price and you get cheap service, I mean, where are you at when the day's over? You wasted everyone's time. So, and I've turned people away who I felt were not a good fit for us. And there's one bird that called yesterday. Actually, she called a couple of times, and she was asking various questions about waivers, yada yada. So after the 5th call, I just asked her. I said, "Look, be honest with me. Tell me, do you want us to do this case, or you just want free info?" And she said that she has not decided which way she wants to go. And I said, "Okay, that's fine." And I'm totally okay with that. I said, "Okay, all right." And then she hung up. I'm guessing she may not call anymore. But she said she has not decided, so it's her choice. But I'll be. See, this being YouTube, I can't say what I want to say. I'll be man, take the man out, take the M out, put D in. But I'll be man if I come and beg anyone for any business or beg a woman for anything. And you guys can use your imagination for the other parts when I say anything, because I don't beg for anything. So I have way too much pride to beg. What rap group made that song? I ain't too proud to beg. I forgot now. Well, I am too proud to beg, so I don't beg. So, if you guys want to get cleared, we'll sort you out proper. We'll use all the tools. My guys will take good care of you. And we also, you know what? I'm going to announce it now, because I know the competitors are going to try to copy this, but they won't be able to, because as of June 8th, 2021, which is today, what we do for our, no, I'm not even going to make that announcement. I'm not going to make that announcement. Should I make that announcement or not? No, I'm not going to make that announcement. I'm going to let the clientele make that announcement themselves to competitors. So I'm not giving competitors a heads up for anything, because they can bite the big one for all I care. Yeah, I won't make that. Yeah, I so want to make that announcement, but I can't. And that's the thing with me, because my administrator is very strict in that stuff. Well, in that sense, so she keeps things basically going. She helps keep me focused on certain things because she knows how I get. And the Surrey manager, he's just as great. I mean, everyone that works for us or works with us, like I like to say, they're great. They're great people. So, but we have everything, and you guys go to the website and see what we have for the letters of reference. We have that and the other stuff, yada yada, that we do. I'm not going to bore you guys with a bunch of stuff here. So, but the main thing I wanted to get out was the fact that every waiver application is always a new case. There's no such thing as a renewal. And the minute you guys get that out of your minds, it'll be a lot better for you. And bottom line, also use your gut. Like when you call these companies and the first thing they try to do is get a deposit from you, is to give me a credit card number. Come on, guys, wake up. You know what the deal is here. We've had people call us and they've done their own waivers. I mean, there were simple cases, but they've done their own. They used a lot of the free material that we provided, and they said thank you. I said, that's fine, whatever. I don't care. Honestly, you guys if you want to know the truth, for me, it's a major ego boost to have Batman's pardons and waivers and their affiliates just, I guess, dreaming about me at night, talking about me, and the fact that the people that we have, 99.9% are very happy with us, and we treat them better than we do family members. So all I can say, life was good. During the pandemic, it was good. We were still busy. And I'm going to brag about that for a moment here. And that's due to the infrastructure, the way we have everything set up. Again, I'm not going to bore you guys with the details of it, but the way we got the stuff set up, it carried us through. So we weren't hurting at all. But the mellow fellow, so to speak, will do whatever he can to try to rain on our parade. And he doesn't realize, you guys don't know who the mellow fellow is. This is only directed to one individual. But the mellow fellow who hides behind his wife, which is another story, he's the one that always tries to rain on our parade, which is fine. But if he knew the infrastructure we had, and the clientele and the success level and other things, which I purposely don't post, he would defecate in his pants. But anyway, so a little bit of bragging and boasting I had to toss in there because I'm really happy with my guys. I mean, they're really great. Surrey manager, I can't rave about him too much. That's my right-hand guy. That's my brother. I mean, Vancouver manager is great. Burnaby manager is Burnaby manager. No, he's great too. We just joke around with him. Administrator can be tough. She hates giving discounts. So it's always, I guess in essence, it's always, to me, it's a bit of a compromise because some of the people, they come to us and they ask for discounts. And that happened today. So we gave some discounts today, which is fine, whatever. I don't mind the discounts, but the administrator just, it drives her insane when I give a discount. Because her philosophy is that's a Estonian mentality. Here's the price, pay or get out. I'll say, no. Let's listen to the individual. Let's see what happens. Let's factor in their circumstances. You never know. So, but then the issue I run into is a lot of times the people only want to talk to me. They don't want to talk to, well, they don't want to talk to her, but they don't want to talk to the other people as much. I say, no, talk to such. He'll take good care of you. Then it's fine like that. And lastly, guys, because we have global locations, I don't have to be in every single location. So common sense says that even if I'm in Hanoi, which I like to use Hanoi always as an example, I've got people in the other locations that basically they can take care of everything and fulfill all the needs. So nothing doesn't happen that I'm not aware of. But I don't physically have to be in certain locations when you come in. So, but for me, I like seeing like the really high profile cases, high profile people. I mean, like all clientele, don't get me wrong. But the guy that has his name, let's say a guy whose name was in the news for his offenses years ago, I said, wow, that's impressive. So that's fine too. But a guy who's lives in Winnipeg, he's 19 and stole a car at 40, or at 19, he stole a car, now he's 40. He doesn't really need to see me as much because his case is less complex. But I like what's this showing on the screen? I like the really complex stuff. So I like the challenging stuff. And we have a lot of clientele who actually their names were in the news in the 90s and the 2000s. I won't say any more about that, but they've all been rehabilitated, reformed, or innocent. So you're either rehabilitated, reformed, or innocent. If you're innocent, you didn't do it. So if you were charged with trafficking and you're not convicted, you didn't do it. And I would also want to thank a guy by the name of, his nickname is No Dummy. It's because of No Dummy and another individual by the name of, and he doesn't mind his name being known, AC Khan. Because of Mr. Khan and No Dummy, they've really, really made us grow to like levels that are unexpected, I will just say. And it's just growing even more. So those two guys also, they're kind of like silent, I don't want to say silent partners, but they're like guys in the silent background who do their jobs in the sense of the business they bring in. Their people are the more complex cases, the more heavier duty type stuff. So, which is what we specialize in. But anyway, guys, hope I didn't bore you, but I just had to make this video. I wanted to thank Mr. Khan, No Dummy, Surrey manager, all the other members, my online chat friends and buddies, because it really did something to me today in a positive way when I had so many of them ring me up today and actually all of last week, ring me up asking me about cases and wanting me to do theirs. And the mellow fellow always makes it a point of, for some reason, he keeps bashing a certain country, which I don't know why. I don't know what he has against a certain country. And the people who have called my online chat friends, they've asked me. They say, "Man, where are you? Where are you actually at the moment?" I said, "Well, at the moment, I'm right here." And they said, "Okay." And I explained why. They said, "Oh, wow." They're impressed by it. I didn't think they'd be impressed by it, but they're impressed by it. And reason is, I can't be in each and every location. I can't manage every location by being there. So I got to have people at the locations doing their jobs. Whereas if I want to, I can sit in Hanoi and just snap my finger, open my laptop, and stuff gets done. So bottom line is, they don't have to actually see me per se. Unless you're like a really, really big fish, then I will make the effort to do it. Or if you want to come to me, could be in Hanoi, could be in France, could be in LA. Just depends, right? But probably next year, things are going to be a lot different. So I don't fully look forward to it, because then I'm going to feel more like tied down, so to speak. Because I like to travel and explore and do things and essentially see the world. So, but we'll see how next year goes. I won't bore you guys with that. But anyway, so it's Ken Scott, Senior U.S. Immigration Law Intelligence Analyst with www.usentry-waiver-services.com. And we're at 1-888-908-3841 or 604-332-9213. And thanks for the calls, guys. Keep them coming. And what do I always say? In the words of my Vulcan colleague, live long and prosper.